So, what is a yandere? Well, I'm gonna be explaining yandere to you guys right now, so let's get started. The yandere identity is built on a paradox. The character's mental state, or yanderu, is intrinsically tied to their capacity for love, known as dere. Unlike a simple villain, a yandere's violence is almost always a byproduct of their devotion. Usually the yandere has a fragile sense of self-worth that is entirely dependent on the object of their affection. In their mind, their actions are righteous because they are protecting the relationship. If they kill a rival, they aren't committing a crime. They are removing an obstacle to true love. Not all yanderes are the same. Fans and creators usually categorize them by how they express their obsession. The obsessive or stalker type, they don't necessarily want to kill, they want to know. They memorize schedules, steal personal items, and monitor every interaction the protagonist has. Then, there's the loneliness or suicidal type, who threaten self-harm to manipulate their partner into staying. If you leave me, I have no reason to live. The elimination type is probably the most famous version. They are highly aggressive toward anyone they perceive as a threat, the so-called love rival. And finally, the confinement type believes the world is just too dangerous for their partner, so they kidnap and lock them away to keep them safe. So, here's the thing about the yandere progression, sometimes called the spiral. A classic yandere story usually follows a predictable tension-building arc. First there's the meet cute, where they appear as the most supportive perfect partner you could ever imagine. Then comes the trigger. A third party, like a rival, a nosy friend, or maybe even a family member, interferes, or the protagonist just shows interest in someone else. After that, we hit the distortion phase. The character suddenly starts acting, well, a bit off. Think heavy shadowing over the eyes, a fixated stare, or sometimes even cryptic warnings. And finally, there's the snap. This is the point of no return, where the character commits a violent act, all in the name of securing their so-called happy end. Now, let's talk about some notable subtropes. One of the most recognizable is the yandere eyes. It's a sort of visual shorthand in anime where the highlights, or the sparkle, just disappear from a character's pupils, leaving them looking dull or kind of dead, signaling they've snapped. Another one is the blood spatter. This is often used for irony. A character dressed in a bright, cheerful school uniform, but they're covered in blood, which creates a really jarring visual contrast. So, why does this trope even exist? Well, the appeal actually lies in extreme validation. In a world where people often feel ignored, the idea of someone being so devoted to you that they'd do anything is, honestly, a dark form of wish fulfillment. It takes that I can't live without you romantic cliché and, yeah, plays it out to its most terrifying literal conclusion.